This short video is going to introduce you to the basics of using Google Drive, if that's something you haven't used much before. And this just scratches the surface of what you can really do with Google Drive, but it should be enough to get you started on working with the spreadsheet. So the first thing to know is when you're logged into your mail or any other Google site, you're going to have this list of options in the upper right-hand corner. And you can click on this button here, which is your apps, to bring up a menu of the different apps within Google, and Drive is this icon here. So we're going to get into our Drive by clicking this button. Now, if you've gotten a message through a Google document, or if you've been invited to a new Google document, you should in your email have a link to get into that. But you can also find anything that you've been added to by going into your Drive and then searching for it, as long as you know the name or know when you were added to the document. So one way that we can search for something is by typing in this search bar at the top and searching for the name. As I type, I get a list of all the documents that have similar names listed down below, and I can get into the document just by clicking on the name. But let's say that you don't exactly remember the name of the document. You can also search using this menu on the left here. So if it's something that was shared with you by someone else, you can click on the Shared With Me from the list on the left, and that'll give you a list with the most recently modified thing at the top. So if it's something that was shared with you recently, it should be easy to find. Another option is to any documents you know you're going to be returning to, click the star next to their name, and then you can just click on this starred item on the left, and that'll just bring up a list of the documents you know you're going to be coming back to. Recent will also just take you to documents that you've been into recently that have been modified. So that will also pull up a list of the things you've been working on. If you are new to Drive, then you may want to also know that you can create essentially any kind of document. You can do a document, a presentation, spreadsheet, and you can even create a form within Google Drive. And you can create new folders to keep things organized. So if you want to start adding things for your classes to Google Drive, a good way of doing that is just naming each folder for the particular class and then adding your documents within that. Another thing that you might want to know is that when you're working within Google Drive, changes go into effect immediately, so you don't have to go and save. If you make a change, it's automatically going to save for you as you go. So if you're working on a document, as long as you're still connected to the internet, it'll stay updated. But you can still reverse changes by looking at your change history and eliminating some of those, reverting to an earlier version of the document. This is really helpful for working with other people because, as we can see up here at the top, we have a list of everybody who's logged into this document right now. And so changes that are made by one person, everyone else will see as they make those changes. So these are a few of the basics. When we get into the next video, I'm going to show you some specifics about using a spreadsheet within Google Drive.